Hi, Landon here. I'm back doing some more guitar videos for you. Today I want to talk to you about building basic chords, and we're going to go over the chords in the key of C, basic chords in the key of C, okay? So first of all, if you've watched my major, minor scales, if you haven't, I definitely recommend you go doing that, as well as the number theory video, just to make sure you have some basic knowledge to get you caught up. So first of all, how to build some chords. So a major chord, as described in the number theory video, is simply the 1, 3, and 5 notes of the scale. So if we're in G, that's 1, G, B is 3, 1, 2, 3 of the major scale, and then 5, which is D. Okay? So any major note, major chord basic, is the 1, 3, 5 of that scale. And then the minor scale, again, if you notice, we flat the 3 note, the 6 note, and the 7. So the minor of G would be 1, 3 flat, or B flat, instead of B, and then your 5 of D. So in the key of C, again, C major scale is C, D, E, F, G, A, and then B, C, okay? So that's the C major scale. So minor, we would flat the 3rd, which would be your E. Okay, so that makes it E flat. You're going to flat the 6, so instead of an A, you're going to play an A flat. And then instead of playing the 7 of a B, you're going to play a B flat. That's the 3, 6, and 7 flat. That's the minor scale of C. So when you're playing a minor chord, of course, you're going to play the 1, 3, 5, but you're going to flat that 3. Now, why do you need to know the 6 and 7 are flat as well? Well, if you're going to play a minor chord and say you're going to do a minor 7, then that means the 3 and the 7 notes of that chord have to be flat. So when you're building a chord, now you can see how the numbers or the letters that are represented by those numbers in the scale, you put those together to build a chord. And so instead of just memorizing finger placements, understand what goes behind those finger placements so that you can do different combinations all down the neck and you can discover it yourself. You can discover different sounds. You don't have to just do a lot of memorization of finger. Now, there is going to be some memorization that has to take place, but you don't have to just rely totally on it. You can discover things for yourself. It's pretty cool. So the minor scale. So now let's get basic C. So C, I taught in the G, basic G chords, the C2 chord, which is that position. If you haven't seen that, I'm going to go back and watch that video. But in the C, when I'm playing in the key of C, I do the standard C chord. Again, I'm not playing the top string, but my ring finger, 3rd fret on the A string, my middle finger is on the 2nd fret on the D string, and then I have my 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B string. Okay. And you can actually play the bass note if you want, but it gives it a more of a 1/3 or a C over E feel, so I do not play that. And then if you want to sustain it, you can add the 2 in there. You can tack your pinky on to the 3rd fret of that B string. So, all right. So there is your C chord. Now we're going to go to our 6, which is an A minor 7. So an A minor chord is what I call the E position, but it's A. It's the middle finger on your 2nd fret on your D string, your ring finger on the 2nd fret on your G string, and then the 1st fret on your B string, which is your pointer finger. That's an A minor. To make that 7, you are going to just take your ring finger off. So the only notes are on there is your pointer finger is going to be on your 1st fret of B string, and then your middle finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the D string. And you strum everything but the top string. So you got C, and basically if you're going to the A minor chord, you just lift up off of your ring finger. Okay? Alright, then G, I play G the same way as the G major. The basic chords of G. So your middle finger on the 3rd fret, your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then these 2 fingers, your ring and pinky are on the 3rd fret of the last 2 strings, your B and E. Alright, so now F. This is a difficult one for most beginners. Now I do the full bar chord, which I'm going to go into bar chords later. Most of the time when I play for the fullness. But really, you can just take the 2 strings at the very end and kind of put one finger over both of those on the 1st fret. So that's the B and E. Okay? And then what you're going to do is make an E position, basically, underneath those 2, which is the ring finger is on the 3rd fret of the A string. Pinky is on the 3rd fret of the D string, and then on your G string you have 2nd fret, and that is your pointer finger. So, and I go ahead, it's just, I prefer actually to just go ahead and lay my pointer finger all the way across the 1st fret and just mash the whole thing down. But I still am not going to play, what if I don't mash the whole, if I just do the 2 fingers on the bottom, then I don't play the top string. But I like the fuller sound, so I mash the whole thing on the fret, the whole, this is what we call a bar chord, which again, I'm going to go in detail. But the whole finger is mashing all the strings on the 1st fret, and I'll strum the whole thing, because that's the F right there. So you got the C, A minor 7, G, F. Okay? And that chord progression right there is How He Loves. If you know that song, yes, He loves us. Alright, so that's the basic chords of C, and it's also talking a little bit about how to build those basic chords using the number theory, major scales, and minor scales. So thank you very much for watching this video.